Tell me, Muse, about the man of many turns, who many ways wandered when he had sacked Troy's holy citadel. This is how Homer invoked the Muses before singing the story of the hero Odysseus, brave warrior, who, with his shrewdness, helped the Greeks to cross the divine walls of Troy. Among all the heroes who survived the ravages of war, Odysseus was the only one who had not returned home. On Mount Olympus, the gods gathered in an assembly. Zeus, high on his throne, spoke about how men blame all their ills on the gods, when in fact most of their misfortunes were the result of their own choices and follies, and for that they paid the price for their sins. At this point, Athena intervened and asked why Odysseus, the wise king of the island of Ithaca, even though he was God-fearing, continued to suffer away from his beloved homeland. The goddess lamented the hero's fate, who had been stranded for 7 years on the island of Ogygia. There, the beautiful nympho Calypso, daughter of Atlas, was keeping him on her island because she wanted to have him as her husband. Zeus explained that he was not responsible for Odysseus not having returned home yet, but rather Poseidon, who felt hatred for the hero ever since he pierced the eye of the god's son. But at that moment, Poseidon was in faraway Ethiopia, where he was worshipped. Therefore, he did not participate in the assembly. With the approval of the council of the gods, Zeus decreed that Odysseus had the right to return to his home. Zeus's favorite daughter was pleased, stating that she would go to Ithaca to find Telemachus, Odysseus's son. Zeus ordered Hermes, the messenger god, to go to the island of Ogygia to order Calypso to free Odysseus. Hermes put on his winged sandals and set off to fulfill the god's wishes. The island of Ogygia was in the navel of the sea. It was a place where the vegetation grew exuberantly and the breeze blew gently, but strong waves pummeled its coastline. There, Calypso tried in every way to convince Odysseus to stay with her, and even offered him immortality. But Odysseus knew that he was just a mere mortal. It was wrong to desire immortality, for his place was not among the gods, but beside his family. Hermes entered the cave where Calypso lived, being received by the nymph with all reverence. The divine messenger informed Calypso that by order of Zeus, she was to free Odysseus and secure the means necessary for his journey. And the journey of Odysseus is only beginning. Subscribe now and stay tuned for segment 2, where the adventure continues.